Hey guys, welcome back to the Shipmate YouTube channel. This week we're talking about the 5 whys and how you can use the 5 whys method to do a root cause analysis of problems affecting your business. So guys, we're talking about the 5 whys today, and this is a key component of root cause analysis. So the 5 whys method was pioneered by Satoshi Toyota, and it was used as part of the Toyota production system. The idea behind the 5 whys is that there's really a whole bunch of questions that need to be asked to get to the root cause of any problem, right? So if you have a problem, there's probably multiple underlying causes that have to be fixed in order to fix that problem long term. So the problem with a lot of people when they have problems in their business or in their life is that they try to fix the direct cause of that issue, right? When actually that issue is probably caused by an underlying indirect cause or a root cause. Something that is causing something that is causing something that is causing something. And that's how you end up with that negative end result. Let's say you have a problem. Sales are down, right? So why are sales down is the first step. You got to ask, why are sales down? And you might say, we haven't had as many orders as we did last month. So stopping there would be illogical, right? Because everybody knows that the reason we don't have as many sales is because our orders are down, right? Order volume's down. The next step we have to do is ask, why is order volume down? And the reason is we haven't introduced a new product like we did the previous months. So then the question would be, why didn't we introduce a new product? And that is because the guy who runs our product development team left the company 2 weeks ago. Then we need to ask, why did he leave? And it was because the position was asking too much of him. So now we can attack that root cause, right? So we're demanding too much of our product development people. So maybe we hire 2 people to head up the product development team. So that's what's known as a countermeasure. So to use the 5 whys method, you are asking 5 whys and proposing a countermeasure for each of those whys, then working backwards to solve your underlying issue. So in this example, you would hire 2 people to head up that product development team, and then hopefully they wouldn't be overworked and quit because they're able to equitably divide that work. And then because of that, you're able to develop a new product, which stops your cycle of not developing a new product. And then you're able to sell that new product, which generates more orders, which in turn generates more sales. So you're able to fix that problem of sales being down this month by going through a whole bunch of questions of asking why and finding out what the root cause of that is. And in this case, the root cause was that we were asking too much of product development, so we weren't able to keep that key position hired in our business. And like I said, we were able to take corrective action, a countermeasure for each one of those whys. And in turn, that will give a long-term solution to the problem our business is facing, which is down sales. So this is what makes the 5 whys so interesting, is by employing this asking why and then a countermeasure, you are able to work your way back from root causes all the way up through the tree till your problems disappear. And they're going to stay fixed because the problem that's causing your problem is going to be solved. Because the biggest problem with management is that people stop 1 or 2 of these whys down, right? So if I would have just went out and hired another product development guy, he probably would have quit. But because I hired 2 and equitably divided that workload, we have prevented that from ever becoming a problem again. And because of this, we're going to have a longer-term solution than had we stopped higher in that hierarchy. You know, we could have stopped even higher and been like, let's just have a sale, right? That'll get us more orders, and it would work for a week while that sale was going on. But that would not fix the long-term underlying issue, the root cause. So what I think is really awesome about the 5 whys is it's called the 5 whys. But there can be 6 whys, there can be 7 whys, there can be 4 whys. But no matter what, the more times you ask why, the more granular of a problem you're going to be able to attack, right? So I think it's really important that businesses and individuals sit down, talk about their problems, and analyze them through this 5 why framework. Toyota is one of the most profitable, one of the largest auto manufacturers in the world, and they got there by using this method. And a lot of other businesses use this method. It's a really popular tool, and I think it adds a lot of value to a lot of businesses. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now I got a problem, and it's that we're not at 2,000 subscribers. So I need you guys to help me solve the root cause of this problem by hitting that like and that subscribe button. So that way we can get to 2,000 together. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.